lovely ladies. I have had a few requests from some of my clients recently on how I do my eyebrows, how I darken, shade, sort of enhance the shape, correct the shape. And so I thought I'd do a quick little video just on that. I've just got a little bit of demi color on today. I didn't do a lot of makeup, but this will be about eyebrows, so that's okay. So what I wanted to show you is just how my brows look naturally. Once I put those glasses up, I can't hardly see, but you can tell there's, spaces that need to be filled in. Their natural shape is kind of all over the place. It sort of cuts up sharply from back in the 80s when I used to over wax. I've got, sort of a thin tail going on over here. Certainly not the lush eyebrows that everybody wants nowadays, but that can be corrected. Now, all of you know that there's many ways to do this. It's many ways to enhance and correct your brows, the shape, the color. A lot of wonderful products out there. Pencils, there are tubes of cream liquids that are pretty, some of them are waterproof. There's powders, but what I want to show you today is how you can use your SEINT 3D cream makeup. Got my palette right here with my a lot of my contours in it, because that's the beauty of SEINT cream makeup, is you can have all of your prescribed colors in one place and you can use them for many different things. And so whether you're on the go, traveling, in the car, on your way to work, or to drop off your kids or pick up your kids, you can have something to easily enhance, correct, and beautify what you got going on. So I'm going to show you today how you can use contour color to enhance your brows. I'm going to use my actual contour color. In most cases, this will work across the board for anybody. For most people, the color that you've been prescribed for your contour will generally work also on your eyebrows. Sometimes, depending on a person's hair coloring versus skin coloring, you may need to adjust that a little bit, but most times I'm able to work with the contour color that I recommend for people. So these days I'm using Stone as my contour, and it's great for my eyebrows too. It has a little bit of warmth to it, and I tend to be more of like a golden blonde, so my eyebrows obviously are not real golden, but I can enhance them with a little bit more warmth to it. It's not that it's golden, it's more of a red undertone, I guess, but it works really nicely with mine. So if you have a really ashy shade, which most of them are ashy, even better, because most people's eyebrows are going to be cooler and darker also, so don't be afraid of the little bit of extra depth and darkness there. So I'm going to use my multitasker brush, and I'm going to use the fine pointed end. You could also use the angled end of the line brush. And I'm going to hold my mirror up here because without my glasses, I can't see very well. And I'm just going to go in with that pointed end. I'm going to start in the corner here. So what I want to do is I want the inside edge of my eyebrow to line up with the crease of my nose right there. Then I want the arch, when I hold it against the crease of my nose under here and hold a straight line out, up, this is where I want the arch to be at its highest. And then if I stay at that crease and I go out, this is where I want it to end. So it's a little bit short there. And my natural arch wants to be here. I want it to look more like here. So I'm going to fill this in all the way over to here. And then I'm going to draw that line on top of the brow, which you'll see as I proceed. So I'm going to look in my mirror here. And here you can see I'm just sort of doing like a little slash to create an eyebrow hair effect. I have decently thick eyebrows, so for me, I'm just trying to fill it in. If you do not have as much eyebrows to work with, then I'll show you a trick that you can do at the end to soften everything. Okay, I've created that. I've just enhanced that line there. And then I've got like a little blank spot right here. So I'm going to go up first this way and draw a diagonal line. And remember, I want that to arch about right there. So I'm going to draw that line up and fill in that little divot, that little hole where no eyebrows live, where I wish that they did live. And then I'm going to go back in with my hair-like strokes, and I'm just going to, on a diagonal, sort of fill all that area in. It's adding a little bit of warmth and color because of my specific color of contour that I use. Yours may be more ashy, and then you won't add warmth. Then once I get that diagonal line filled in here where I want the arch to be, then I'm going to go on top of that line because I don't want the eyebrow to drag my eye down. So I'm going to go to the top of that arch point right there, and then I'm going to just do little strokes to extend the line down. So I'm basically riding the top of my natural brow line. Up and then on top and down. Okay, if you can see better than I can, and if you wear contacts, which I cannot, that'll go much faster. I'm trying to show you in the camera while I look in my mirror. So, but you can see, looks a little bit healthier there, healthier, thicker, fuller brow. So I'm just going to go in and touch everything up a little bit there. Very good. So you can go back in with a spoolie and brush that all out, spread them out if you want to, but you can see the difference. It's natural. It's a subtle difference, but it definitely completes that frame of the eye so that your eye will pop, because that's really the important part of doing your brows, is so that it draws attention to your eyes. Okay, I'm going to do it on the other side. So with the other side, I'm a little bit weak right here at the bottom. If you see, I don't have many eyebrows there. Then this is where my arch will come out here. So that one's better than the other one, but I'm going to still fill in that right in through there so it looks a little thicker. And then my tail is just, again, a tiny bit short, so I'm going to extend that a little bit. All right, I'm going to look in my mirror. There we go. Then I'm going to start following that bottom line up and out and filling it in just a little bit. Then I'm going to go on top and strengthen that top line. That's going to thicken the overall appearance of my brows, which I like because my brows are thinner than I would like them to be. And obviously, depending on the shape of your brows and your preference, you can adjust this slightly. But those are the basic rules. It's using what do they call that? A nasal fold. There. So you can determine what your preference is using those techniques as a guideline. So again, I'm kind of going up on top of my natural brow line and extending that down and out just a little bit. There. Better. Definitely better. I think I got that good there. Gonna go back and check if there's any areas that look a little spotty to me. Okay. So you could stop right there. You could also use stay spray. You could use your stay spray on your spoolie first. You could put that on your brows. That will help it stick even a little bit better. I have not had a problem with transfer or it wearing off personally, but obviously depending on how many hairs you have, like how many actual eyebrows, what you're going to be doing that day, how active you're going to be, that could change for you. So the next thing I'd like to show you is how you can go in and enhance that a little bit more if you wanted to with some eyeshadow. I'm using SEINT eyeshadow. It's really good stuff. It's silky, and that makes it very easy to apply. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that same fine point end, and I'm going to go in with a color called Bird. Again, I feel like this is a pretty good universal color for brows. Obviously, if you have much darker hair, you could use a darker one, but this Bird color is neutral. There's not really warmth to it. It's medium toned. It's almost on the darker side of medium, but again, you're not putting a ton on. So I'm going to use that brush and just touch a little bit on it. You've got a nice fine point, so you're not going to get it a big thick effect. You're going to just get a nice extra little bit of color on there. Hold up my mirror here. And then it's going to help fill out that brow. It's going to make it look thicker and fuller. So, and it's going to stick really beautifully because you've put your contour on. So I'm just going to go in lightly and just softly stroke over where I put the contour. This also can help you adjust the color depending on what your contour color is. You can go in with your desired shade. If that's something you need help picking out, I'm happy to help with that. Feel free to contact me anytime, and I can help you pick out either a contour if you don't want to use the contour color that you have, or or a shadow that you could go over it with to adjust the tone. And again, this is an extra step. It's not necessary, but for a lot of people, it's nice because the silkiness of the powder eyeshadow helps, again, to give the brow a little bit more fullness, the look of more fullness. It also kind of sets it in place, so if you are worried about any kind of transfer, the powder is going to help lock in that cream contour that you got. Okay, now you can see it's a little bit more dramatic, but still very natural looking. The other thing you can remember when you're doing your brows is remember that you can make your brows look a little stronger and a little bit more dramatic when you're wearing full face of makeup, especially. If I were to go in with eyeshadow and some eyeliner, all I've got is a tight line today, but normally I like to wear a little bit of eyeliner on my upper lid. If I went in with some color that had some depth on my eyes, that darker, more intense eyebrow is really going to support the look of that. So if you're playing around with your eyebrows, your shape and your color, and you feel like it looks a little bit like intense, try to picture it, or go ahead and put some eye makeup on so you can kind of see that difference, because you can get away with a lot more intensity when you're wearing more makeup. Again, today I just wanted to give you a natural look, like how mine look if I just do very little to nothing with my makeup. So that's that. Let's see, I think that's, here's another thing that you can do is you can always go around your eyebrows with a lighter color. If I can get the right brush here. Okay, see, it's this one. In with a lighter highlight color and lighten up that area around your brows, which I don't have the right compact with me. Anyway, you can go in and lighten up all around and through here with a little bit of a lighter color, and that's going to make your brow pop. So I hope that helps. Feel free to DM me if you have any questions, or if you would like to be color matched, or if you need help adding to your collection of colors to create a specialized effect. Thanks so much. Have a great day.